joining us, hello. Thank you for your patience. I'm not too sure what happened with the video. So we're going to return back in with our child's pose this morning. Taking a nice deep breath in here as we exhale. We're going to pull our body forwards, bringing our knees back into the center of the mat, tucking the toes under and pushing our hips high towards the sky to slowly find our downward facing dog for this morning. Just noticing you may be feeling a little bit of tightness through the hamstrings, walking out the dog. Beautiful. Just deep breath in here. You may want to move our hips side to side. Again, yogi's choice. Just allowing your body to move where you may feel any niggles. Pressing to all 5 points of the hands and allowing the chest to guide in towards the tops of the thighs. Inhale here, let's bend the knees. We're going to guide the eyes out towards the side of the mat as we exhale. Either step or jump the feet forward and find our forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale here. We're just going to allow the body to hang and relax down towards the floor. Coming into our monkey grip now, so opposite hand on opposite elbow, and into our gentle elephant swing, just swaying the hips side to side. Beautiful. So inhale here, deep breath in as we exhale, just nodding the head, yes and no. Allowing all of the body to start to wake up. Deep breath in, exhale, allowing the hands to rest down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Remember, hands on shins, knees are tucked into the thighs. Lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders down and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending at the knees, opening up through the chest with a slight back bend. Exhale, opening up through the heart, allowing the body to fall down to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, placing the hands flat down on the mat, pressing to all 5 fingers, stepping back into our high plank and shifting down into our downward facing dog. Breathing here for 3 breaths. Easing our eyes towards our toes. On our next breath in, let's press through the left side of the foot and the body and raise our right leg into our 3-legged dog. Beautiful. Pointing through the toe. Inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to slowly bring the right knee towards the right elbow. And inhale, shifting back into our 3-legged dog. Exhale, slowly guiding our right knee in towards our right elbow. Hold. Inhale, shifting back into our 3-legged dog. Inhale, slowly shifting forward, and let's bring the right foot all the way through now to our runner's lunge. Hands are guiding on the other side of the feet, opening up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, using the strength of our thighs, we're pressing through our hands as we come up into our front lunge. Beautiful. Inhale here, reaching up through the arms. As we exhale, we want to imagine that we're scissoring both of the thighs together. So we're drawing the top thigh in towards the hips. Pressing through all 4 points of the feet, so the big toe, the pinky, and the heel. Shifting back through the left heel. Beautiful. Inhale here. As we exhale, let's shift the back foot into a 45-degree angle, finding our warrior 2 pose. And ensuring that we're pressing through slightly the outside of the left foot here. Reaching through the arms, eyes gazing through the middle finger, relaxing the shoulders. And as we breathe in deeply, exhale, slightly sink down a little bit more and starting to find that strength and heat in the thighs and the legs. And again, bring awareness to our in-breath as we breathe life into our body. As we exhale, see if we can surrender to our warrior two pose, feeling strong, feeling the strength run through our body, but also ease and calm. On our next breath here, inhale, we're going to slightly straighten the front leg all the way. As we exhale, we're going to imagine we're pulling the left hip back. So we're straightening the front leg, pulling the left hip back, allowing the side body to stay strong and straight. So circle the arms down into our triangle pose. So here, inhale, opening out through the chest. We'll pull that left hip back, creating a nice straight tabletop between the left hip and the left armpit. Inhale here, feeling the stretch underneath the right thigh. See if we can open that chest up a little bit further. As we exhale, we're going to slightly bend the front knee as we twist onto the back of the toe, finding our runner's lunge. Inhale, finding strength through the right hip and the leg. Exhale, framing the right foot, hands are flat on the floor, pressing back into our plank. Inhale, pressing away through all 5 points of the fingers. Exhale, dropping to the knees if we need to, or slowly coming down into our chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, slowly shifting back into our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pressing the chest through the arms, throwing the shoulders down and back. Finding 3 deep breaths here in our downward facing dog. And returning back to our breath. On our next inhale, we're going to press through the right heel, raising the left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, drawing the left knee in towards the left elbow. Inhale, finding our 3-legged dog again, pressing back. Exhale, drawing the left knee in towards the elbow. Inhale, pressing back into our 3-legged dog. Exhale, drawing the knee all the way in and finding our feet flat on the floor as we frame the feet with our hands. Inhale, coming up into our runner's lunge. So with our runner's lunge, we're pulling the chest up off the thighs slightly, creating strength. Inhale here as we exhale, pressing all the way up through to our high lunge. Inhale, squaring the hips up here, pressing back through the right heel. Finding strength and balance this morning. Returning to our breath with ease. On our next inhale, let's slowly twist the back foot into a 45-degree angle to find our warrior two pose. Pressing down through all 4 points of the front foot, big toe, pinky, and heel. Inhale here, exhale, reach through those fingers, relaxing through the arms. Finding strength in our warrior two pose with our breath. Creating heat through the thighs. Deep breath in here. Exhale, see if we can sink down just a little bit lower. Ensuring we're pressing through the outside of the right heel. Inhale, slowly straightening the front leg. Exhale, pulling that right hip back. Circling the arms into triangle. Beautiful. So we've pulled the right hip back. Imagine there's a piece of string that's pulling that right hip back. As we pull the side body forward. Opening up through the chest. Inhale. As we exhale, let's slowly bend the front knee. Twisting around the back foot, finding our runner's lunge. Inhale, exhale, framing the foot, hands are flat on the ground. Slowly coming back into a high plank. Beautiful. Just rocking backwards and forwards. Feeling the heat through our body. Inhale here, exhale, slowly coming down into our chaturanga, regressing to the knees if we need to. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, slowly finding our way back into our downward facing dog. Beautiful. And just connecting back into the breath here. Noticing where our mind may be wandering. Feeling the body. On our next breath in, let's raise the right leg high towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, shifting the right foot all the way forward into our runner's lunge. Inhale, pressing up into a high lunge. Exhale, twisting into warrior two. Perfect. Inhale from here, let's keep ourselves in warrior two as we raise up into a reverse lunge. Left hand guides into the back of the left knee. Right hand reaches up high towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, circling the arms back down, shaping the foot into our runner's lunge. Inhale here, chest is high. Exhale, stepping the feet back, finding our high plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, guys. You're doing great. Let's find the other side now. Inhale, lifting the left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, shifting the left foot all the way into our runner's lunge. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Exhale, using strength, finding balance into our high lunge. Inhale, finding the breath and the stillness and the strength. Exhale, coming into our warrior two pose. Inhale, shifting back into a reverse warrior, reverse lunge, reaching high, keeping integrity in the spine. Exhale, circling the hands back down, finding our high plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Finding our breath. Bring our awareness back into our inhale with a nice long exhale. Regressing into our child's pose if we need to this morning. We are staying in our downward dog just for a few more breaths. On our next inhale, let's bend the knees, gaze the eyes forward. Exhale, jump or step the feet all the way through to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, shifting, pressing up through all 4 points, coming up. Slight back bend. Exhale, allowing the hands to fall down. Coming into our mountain pose now. So pressing through all 4 points of the feet, the big toes, the pinkies and the heels. Softening the eyes, bending the knees and showing the pelvis, this tilt underneath the ribs, reaching through the hands. Just slowing down our breath here in mountain pose as we pull our spine up, reaching up through the crown of the head. Now we're going to find some balance as we come into our tree pose. So we're going to start with balancing on our right side of the body first. So bring our awareness and really grounding and planting all 4 points of the right foot down into our mat. Lengthening out through the right hand side, ensuring we're not pushing out through the right hip. So level one with our tree pose is the heel is slightly tucked into the right shin. The toe is still on the floor. Level two is the foot comes just above the knee. So we don't want to be pressing into the knee, it comes just above the knee. Level three is the heel comes all the way up into the crest of the hip socket here. Whereas if we want to advance a little bit further, we can cross the foot over the top. So finding your choice this morning for tree pose, yogi's choice. Finding balance and stillness and bringing the hands into our prayer pose. Thumbs pressed firmly into the chest, fingers are spread, shoulders are down and relaxed. And just gazing our eyes at an object this morning, finding stillness. And let's bring our awareness into our inhale. And then to our exhale. Noticing on the exhale the subtle shifts that our body may experience, maybe softening into this pose. Finding balance and stillness. I'd like to advance this. We can bring our hands up into the air, into our full trees pose. I'm aware that my head is half cut off in this Zoom video. We may even want to slightly close our eyes for this. Finding balance, stillness. Noticing how our body is gently swaying, but yet we're firmly rooted and planted down into the ground. On our next breath in, let's slowly bring our hands back down into our heart. Exhale, slowly lowering the left leg, trying not to touch the left foot to the ground if we can. If we need to, this is perfect. Inhale, let's bring the left knee out in front of the body. Exhale, straightening the left leg as much as we can, tensing through the left thigh. Inhale, pressing up through the right foot. Exhale, let's see if we can lift that left leg a little bit higher. One last breath here. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lowering the left heel down towards the floor. Beautiful. Let's give our body a little bit of a shake, allowing the right leg, the blood to come back through the body. Beautiful work, guys. Let's come into our other side now. So our tree pose on our left side. So let's bring our awareness to our left foot. Grounding down through the big toe, the pinky and the heel. Finding integrity through our spine, engaging through our core. And again, level 1, heel on the shin. Level 2, heel slightly above the knee. Level 3, tucked all the way up into the hip. Choosing our level now and bringing our hands into our heart. Deep breath in here. Exhale, let's slightly open up through the hips a little bit more. So we may want to pull that right knee out. And just noticing with our breaths, we may have the shoulders a little bit tense, the chest maybe tense, and just with the breath relaxing. Beautiful work, guys. Well done. And again, we may want to advance this a little bit more and bring the hands all the way up into our tree pose. Pulling our spine up through this little string that's connected into the crown of the head, reaching up high. We want to close our eyes for a slight second and just feel the different sensations, how that affects the balance in the body. And coming back to our breath. One last breath in here. Inhale, bringing the hands back down to the chest as we exhale, slowly lowering the right leg, trying not to touch if we can. Inhale, bringing the knee up as high as we can, flexing through the right heel. Exhale, straightening through the right thigh. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing up through the left heel. Straightening through that right heel, right thigh. Last breath in here. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lowering the heel down. Beautiful. Let's give our body a little bit of a shake, waking up all the blood back into the thighs. Perfect work, guys. Let's come back down to the floor now. So inhale, raising the hands up towards the sky. Bringing palms together. Exhale, bringing the hands forward. Hinging the hips back into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bending at the knees. Planting the hands down. Jump or step back into our plank. Into our final chaturanga now. Inhale. Exhale, hugging elbows into ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, planting the knees down onto the ground, shifting back into our child's pose. Wide-legged child's pose. opening up through the knees, walking the fingers as far as the head, relaxing the head. Taking a few deep breaths in here, just allowing the hips to soften. Feeling the belly raise and fall against the thighs. Feeling the heat run through the body and the heart rate start to calm down. Our next breath in here, let's slowly come up onto our hands, pulling our body forward. I'm going to cross our left foot over our right. I'm going to slowly sit back and come back onto our sit bones. Beautiful. Pulling ourselves forward into the center of the mat. Inhale, hugging the knees into the chest as we exhale, making sure that nothing is behind us. We're going to slowly roll down. Just bringing our feet about train track distance apart. Allowing the hands to rest on the thighs. And from here, we're going to straighten our left leg up all the way to the sky and bring the hands around the back of the knee. Just giving our hamstrings some love now. Flexing the heel up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, pulling that left hip down into the mat. If we have a towel or a strap, we can place it around the arch of the foot, the heel. Just a nice little gentle hamstring stretch, just picking up the different nerves in the back of the thigh. Really pulling that thigh towards you as you exhale, push the heel up towards the sky, flexing the toes back towards your shins. Inhale, one last breath here. As we exhale, we're going to hug the knee all the way into the chest. And slowly allow the foot to come back down. Let's come into the other side now. So inhale, raise the right leg up towards the sky, just softly bringing the hands around the back of the shin and the thigh, depending on how flexible we are this morning. As we exhale, just gently pulling that right hip back into the mat. Flexing through the heel, relaxing the shoulders down and back. Inhale, pulling that thigh slightly towards the chest a little bit more as we exhale, pushing the heel away, flexing the toes back. So one last breath here. Inhale. As we exhale, slowly hugging the knee into the chest. Beautiful. Just allowing the feet to soften down and coming into our Shavasana now. So there's two levels today that you can choose. You can either spread the feet nice and wide on the mat and just allow the knees to come together with the hands on the belly and the heart. Whereas level 2 is our traditional corpse pose. Just allowing the feet to come all the way out, softening through the hands and the shoulders. And just closing down the eyes. Taking a nice deep breath in here in our Shavasana. Long, slow exhale. And for our meditation this morning, we're going to be focusing on the different sounds that we hear. Just noticing as each of these sounds come up into our awareness. Noticing them as they come and they go without labeling them. So we're focusing this morning on letting go of the attachment of labeling any sound that we may hear and just allowing it to be there. As we continue to deepen the inhalation and the exhalation. Allowing in the stillness. As we take a nice deep breath in through the nose, a long, deep, peaceful breath out. And bring to our awareness now before we end our practice. Something or someone that we can show appreciation or gratitude to. We may be grateful for ourselves and our health this morning. Be grateful for technology enabling us to show up to this yoga practice, to our family, our loved ones, to having a roof over our head, for a lesson that we may have learnt recently. Just breathing in this gratitude. And as we exhale, slowly starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Knowing that gratitude is one of the quickest and easiest ways to pivot our state, our emotional state, our mental state. And what we appreciate appreciates. And as we continue to inhale and bring ourselves back into the space, slowly starting to roll onto your preferred side of your body, the right or left side. Just making a way back up into a seated position when you're ready with your eyes closed. Bring your hands to your heart. Just taking another deep breath in and thanking yourself for joining us this morning for our practice. Thank you for being here, for choosing your health. And I wish you a beautiful day and a safe weekend spent with your loved ones and your family and your friends. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Remember to join into the next class that we have for our virtual fitness. I wish you an incredible day. If you have any comments, any questions, please reach out, pop into the comments below. Thank you so much, Lola. It was beautiful to have you. Hopefully, we can fix the tech problems for next time. Thank you for your patience, guys. Have an incredible day.